Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of the GNA podcast. I am the captain of that invisible ship flying above that pharmaceutical company, Doo.
And I'm just a guy who wants to feel something genuine, sober oni.
Welcome back to the GNA podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you doing?
I
honey?
am doing great. How are you doing, Drew?
Surprisingly, I'm doing okay. Like, for once in my life, I'm not just on the verge
Hey!
of collapse on a Sunday night.
Exactly. I feel healthy.
Yes, so with our healthy, upbeat spirits, let's get into our first segment, our new segment, This Week in Anime. I'm actually going to go first
Go for it.
because my second piece of news kind of ties into what Oni's talking about. Basically, this isn't even news. I just want to point out how Trump Jr., you know, he assumed that anime was what's undermining the US.
Did he?
Yes. So he does this post where he says on Twitter, Google is once again trying to manipulate Americans. Type mob or mobs into Google and watch what comes up. Do the same on any other search engine. # nothing to see here. You typed in mob, of course, the anime Mob Psycho came up.
Huh. It's almost as if there's an algorithm.
It was as if it's like a name of a show or something.
Yeah.
But nope. It's clearly Google and China trying to manipulate us as per usual.
Yeah. Funny because I typed in Nero and I get pictures of Trump. It proved my point in the worst possible way. I was hoping to actually get Umu pictures.
Yikes! I mean, damn. I love Nero, but also it's getting to a point where it's becoming more accurate with everything.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I just thought that was really funny to mention. I feel like most people know. I'm surprised you didn't know this.
I think I saw something about that, but I thought it was like fake or there's so much stupid
really
stuff that happens every day that
and as a result, of course, my Mob Psycho was trending on
Twitter. Makes sense.
Twitter, yeah. So that was pretty funny. I thought I should just mention that.
Cool. I'm glad I know the
Take
story
it away.
behind that. Then. All right. So for those of you who are living under a rock, this weekend was the debut for the new series of the HoloLive English virtual idol group.
Okay,
so
I guess I was living under a rock.
You are living under a rock. You're the only one in the world who hasn't seen them. So yes, HoloLive, those famous VTubers have finally launched their. I guess I don't know if they're all living in America. It's just English language. Their English language. Subsidiary with 5 new members. We have Ninomiya Ina, Takanashi Kiara, Watson Amelia, Mori Calliope, and Gar Gura. And they had their debuts this weekend, and they were actually really, really awesome. I sat through all of their debut streams and their collab stream as well. They all have a myth aesthetic. So, for example, Ina is like this eldritch. She's literally Hokusai and Abigail mixed together. Same artist.
Is that the Ah meme?
No, the Ah meme is the shark girl. Gura, yeah. Okay. She was great too. We have a Death Reaper, a Grim Reaper in Mori. We have a Phoenix with Kiara. And we just have Watson, who's just Watson. I don't know what that has to do with, mythos, but sure, why not? She's also really adorable.
But like Watson as in like
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all great. Side note, they also announced that, or their company also announced that they're going to be taking more measures towards protecting their idols from harassment and abuse by fans, which is important because the 5th gen HoloLive in JP, one of their idols actually retired or had to quit because she was getting too much harassment for some stuff. So they're
first of all, 5th generation, like, I'm like, wait, Like, how do generations work?
I have no idea. I was gonna say maybe 1 a year, but I don't think. I think it's been less than 5 years. So maybe it's like two a
Yeah, this
year.
doesn't happen over like 2 years, like max.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because Coco, who is so hype, has only been around since like December. So she
Exactly.
was Gen 4, so that was 6 months ago. It's like, yeah, I guess that's or that's a little more than 6 months ago. So I guess it's like every half a year or so they get a new batch of VTubers.
Sure.
Whatever works. But yeah, they're awesome. Go check them out, guys.
And my next piece of news, it's not even like an article thing. I literally just found this out. Another guest who also started her foray into the VTuber lifestyle.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pokimane.
Pass.
You know she's gonna make a gajillion bucks though.
So many simps.
She's going to make
She already had a billion simps beforehand, so.
Well, apparently Okay, so this made me do a whole like deep dive into who Pokimane is.
Mm-hmm.
Again, is she the one with the cat? Who threw her cat?
I don't remember.
Just, basically, I was just like, oh, what the.
I know she's always caught up in some drama. I know that.
Yes, she is. So basically, first of all, I looked at some of the things that she's been involved with, and it's just like dot. Like, I don't think she's like a bad person.
I don't know enough about her to say anything, but I do know that she gets.
Just from what I've read,
she just. I don't want to use the T word, but she just seems like the type of person who likes to milk her audience. I just have a feeling that the majority of her audience is just like really sad, lonely guys.
Yes, that really, really is. But I don't know. I just seen her street. So that's the crazy part, is that like she's just a very pretty girl though. Like, it's like there's nothing. Like,
that's
she's
all
just
it takes,
sexy.
Drew.
She's
that's
not
all it takes, Drew. You continuously underestimate the power that women have on Twitch. Okay,
but as I'm trying to say, that's kind of not her fault. Like,
that's why I'm not. I don't think she's the worst. Like, she's
she's like, I don't think she's not like. Oh my God.
She's not what's her name? She's not Belle Delphine or anything. She's not selling her bathwater or anything like that.
Yeah, like I thought, I feel like a lot of people would associate maybe Pokimane by calling her like an e-girl, but it's just like
she just seems that far. She just seems like a person who plays games or whatever.
Yeah, she just happens to be very pretty. So yeah, I looked at all that and I was like, oh, she just looks, fine, like nothing too crazy that'd make me dislike her. I think when she got a lot of controversy, like the biggest one like recently was her being exposed for having a boyfriend.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, which, to be honest, I'm just like, I was almost like, you didn't think she didn't have a boy? Like, look how pretty she is.
Yeah, I feel like that's a two-way street though, because it's like, yeah, you should just assume most people, like most pretty girls, have like a romantic life of some sort. Yeah. But also, I feel like if you know that a good portion of your audience is like following you because they have this fantasy where they can be with you, you should probably disclose that you are in a relationship or something.
Okay, so the one thing I don't agree about that is because I feel like it's like a privacy thing.
It's
like,
an emotional manipulation, though. Like, for as much as you were complaining about Chizuru in Rental Girlfriend, dangling someone on, I feel like it's the same concept. If you know a good portion of your audience is there just because they have this wild delusion that they can be with you and they're simping for you, okay, I feel like you have a moral obligation to be like, hey, by the way, I don't want to milk these simps. Can I have a boyfriend? And it's like, please don't follow me just because you think you can get in my pants or something.
Okay, maybe maybe if they were like, "Oh my god, I love you, marry me," blah 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 blah. I don't think she. Even then, I don't think I think she could just say, "I'm not interested," and that should be enough. She shouldn't have to have like an ownership of anyone. She should say that I'm not interested. And for me, honestly, I'm thinking I'm not interested in you. That's it. That's like some guy coming into my stream and he's like, "Oh my god, you, I'm so into you." Da, da, da. I should not disclose my relationship thing to shut him down. Me saying no thanks should be enough to shut him down. I'm just saying. I don't know if she did that either.
I don't know.
Like I didn't watch her. So that was, either way, that was a huge thing. And when she came back, apparently her numbers weren't like super hot as to what they were.
Yeah.
So
for aforementioned reason.
Yeah, for aforementioned reasons. So now I think, homegirl is like smart. This is a very smart move on her part. And she's like, okay, we're gonna be VTubers.
You see, but that's the thing that gets me. Like, I don't think she's, I don't think she's as, like, she just seems like just a really calculated person. Which makes me think that the whole boyfriend thing, like, all right, I'll take that back. You don't have to outwardly be like, I have a boyfriend, but at least don't try to, like, hide it. Because it definitely feels like she's the type of person who calculates the, like, I'm going to hide that I have a boyfriend because I know there's a specific portion of the audience who's going to be into me and have this fantasy where they're with me. And now that doesn't work anymore, oh, I know how to get people back. I'm going to jump on the VTuber bandwagon, and that'll, like, get a whole new swath of simps in my corner. Like, it's just a calculating business move.
So do you think that's something that not even just Twitch streamers, I mean people in general should not do? I'm only asking because that is what you're describing, like, because if you think Pokemon's bad, then looks at K-pop community. Like they like outright, they all but say that's what they're doing. There's one where like the head of JYP, whose name is JYP, I forget what his actual name is, but that's his initials. The head of JYP Entertainment, JYP himself, was like, "Hey, things are gonna be really rough for you if you have." He's like, "You shouldn't lie about having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but you just shouldn't have one to begin with."
I think that's wrong too. Like, you shouldn't bar people. I mean, I think it's a little different in that sense. It depends. Like, if you're a musician or something, or an idol, and you have, like, a business contract that you willingly, as an adult, sign saying, I can't be in a relationship for business purposes, then I get that. I don't agree with it when it's, like, they do it with, like, 15 and 14-year-olds and shit. That's crazy. But if you're an adult and you're in a business relationship, and part of your relationship is, I have to not be in a relationship with
anybody.
Part of your contract, yeah, is that you can't be in a relationship with somebody. I get that. That's, yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like it becomes
because my whole thing is that it's the emotional manipulation aspect of it. Like, if you are pretending that you're not with someone because you know it'll get you more money, so you're manipulating people into thinking a certain way that would basically make them, like, it's no different than, like, exploiting someone's emotions for other things, like making somebody feel sorry for you so that they hang around you more or something like that. It's just emotional manipulation. Like, you can just be honest with people, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I still think, I think you have a right. I just think you have a right to privacy. Like, the way that people in chat ask me. I mean, I know this is a bit of a stretch. There's a difference. Be asking me if, like, I'm a top or bottom. I'm just like, now, there's nothing wrong with me answering the question. It's totally fine. It's just like, I want that privacy. Like, that's a little part of my world that y'all don't need to know ever. And I feel like that is, even though she's a beautiful woman, and yes, like, there be maybe people who enjoy her content just because she's pretty, it's like, that's still really none of your business. Like, now, if she lies about it, is different. That's the difference between lying and just, like, not saying it.
I think one is just a lie by omission, but it's just, I don't know.
If someone says, if someone asks me like, "Hey, are you single?" and I say none of your business.
Mm.
Dot dot dot.
Well, if you make it clear you're not interested in it, like, all right, so there's a difference. If you say like, if somebody's like, Drew, are you single? And they clearly have an interest in you, and you're like, it's none of your business. That's very different from like, none of your fucking business. Like those are two. It's a very nuanced and case by case specific type of
Wait,
thing.
but you said the same thing. Wait, what was
But
the
that's why I'm
difference?
saying one of them is leading, and one of them is definitively no, fuck off.
But you're saying it none of your business regardless.
But that's what I'm saying. It all comes down to how you say it and your very specific tone and your very specific meaning and all of that. Like if you tell somebody, for example, because I've seen these communities. If somebody asks Belle Delphine, what's her name? Quick, Pokimane. I'm getting all confused.
Yes.
Ask Pokimane, what do you have a boyfriend? I feel like she would either ignore the question or she'd be like, none of your business. Like, you have to be firm with people. Let's just put people who are desperate to, like, who are simping for you, unless you're firm and are like, no, fuck off. You're just dragging them, basically. You're dragging them along.
I will only agree to a point where she says, where you say like, oh, you shouldn't like emotionally motivate. I do think that regardless how you say it, once like you establish the boundary, you can say it as sexily as you want. If they are just like, oh my god, none of her business, none of our business, that totally means it's my business and I should be crazy about it. It depends on
the situation. I mean, you're always gonna have crazy people anyway. But you can like try to minimize that.
Yeah, you can try, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was just something interesting to talk about. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Because everyone painted her like, a lot of people painted her like she was like just some horrid person.
I don't think she's that bad, but she's definitely a calculating business-like individual who's probably trying to maximize her donations.
Yeah. Well, I guess that is how it is. Let's move on. Finally,
Mm-hmm.
like that
was the end of the podcast, guys. Later.
Yeah, right. Let's get into our weekly reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with ReZero, season 2, episode 10.
Yes, I was so fucking lost this episode.
That's fair.
So I got the what's her name, Loli clone.
Yes.
Whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That this was set up as like a experiment by the Witch of Greed. Was it Greed? I always get Greed.
Yep. Greed.
So, Witch of Greed, clones, got all that part. I think what I'm lost in is the connection with Amelia. Like you said, you noticed why Amelia wasn't freaking out when Subaru woke up next to her and was crying.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because Amelia assumes that Subaru also went through some like hellish, nightmarish trial.
Oh.
So she's trying to comfort him. That's why.
I thought it was something more nuanced than that.
No, it has nothing to do with that. So time for some theory crafting I did among some friends when I first watched this.
Mm-hmm.
Someone thinks that that Amelia,
mm-hmm.
Just like those girls were like a potential host for Ekina, that Amelia is a host for the Witch of Envy, a potential host.
That would make sense. I can see that. I mean, they look identical and everything, but
exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then, somehow like she was activated. Something activated her and turned. Like maybe there's like like there's a piece of her not piece or like the soul of the Witch of Envy is like inside her and something activated it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went into further detail. We were like, maybe that's why all the cultists went to go kill her, go find her, because they thought by killing her it might activate the
whatever.
witch of
Yeah.
Envy's soul. But of course, that may or may not be true for them, because their gospels are incomplete versions of the all-knowing book that Beatrice has, apparently.
It would make
That's
sense
that's a
too.
theory that we crafted together. What?
It would make sense because it would also explain why when Subaru woke up last episode, and he couldn't comfort Amelia, and then everything got swallowed by the witch. So maybe him not being there for her is what triggered it. Like she just went crazy.
Yeah, maybe something in the memories like triggered her turning to the witch. Because yeah, some shit happened when he was having the tea party.
So
and yeah,
I
homegirl.
I think that's probably the best theory we have so far.
Yeah, and Kidna knew that, and she was like, "Yeah, you're probably gonna have to kill yourself."
Oops, you've been here too long.
She's like, "Oops, yeah, it's kind of a shit show outside, so let me just give you your handkerchief. You're gonna need it."
What I am confused on though is what is Garfield's relationship with, like, he passed the trial, right? So he's basically in the same position as Subaru in terms of like the hierarchy.
Yes.
So he's also in charge of the Legion of Lowlies.
Yes, he can also control them and make them do stuff.
Okay. All right, good. I just want a clarification on that.
Yeah. That is basically what happened.
Interesting.
It's very interesting connections happening.
I do like the way that this whole arc is unfolded, because it does feel like a mystery novel where it's just like every episode just gives like brand new little pieces to the puzzle. So I'm really enjoying that. And I'm feeling like this is going to be this is episode 10. I'm feeling like this is going to be the upcoming final fight, because I don't think we have enough time for Subaru to die and then do this one more time. Maybe.
I mean, 3 episodes. You can get a lot done in 3 episodes. Like if he dies early enough.
Yeah, all right. If he dies like in the first 10 minutes of the next episode.
Yeah, which is in the first half. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I hope he uses the lowlies to fight.
Yes, so they can suicide bomb themselves. Oblivion. That was hysterical.
It was. Also, seeing Garfield get like blown the fuck up immediately as soon as he attacks was also
hysterical. I feel like that's really cathartic.
It was good. Fuck him. I still like him.
I feel like now I'm like neutral with him. I no longer hate him.
I just like him. I don't like his character, honestly.
Yeah, he's kind of obnoxious. Like that's fair. But yeah, it was very fun. I like that we're learning more about the witches themselves and their history and their effects upon the world, so to speak.
Yep, and we got more Beatrice hopefully next week, because she was
more Beatrice. Oh my god, yeah. So I'm like, is Beatrice about to die? Like
probably.
So it sounds really death flaggy.
Does Beatrice also? She's also aware of the repeating death cycle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like
it seems pretty much.
Yeah, because the difference between him coming this time and him coming the last time are very different. And you know, if Rosewall is aware of it, then Beatrice is definitely aware of it.
Yeah. All right, that was awesome. All my thoughts were true. I thought I was going crazy.
Nope. Not crazy at all. You understood. Good for you.
Yay! My mental fortitude.
Speaking of mental fortitude.
Oh no.
Oregairu Season 3, Episode 10.
Can I do like the opposite of an episode of the week? What is not my episode?
Man, I wish this could just ended like halfway through and we're just done.
All right, positives about this episode. Iroha was great.
Iroha was great.
As always, making amazing little scene that she had. Was there anything else good about this episode? The little dance with Yui was cute.
most of the scenes with Yukino did not make me want to shoot myself immediately.
She had some personality in some of the scenes.
Exactly. She felt very season 1 this episode.
Until the end, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my biggest and the sensei bit at the end was also cute.
Yes.
So a couple good things. The rest of it was kind of horrible and hard to watch.
I mean, but I feel like that was like a lot of it though. That was at least half of it.
It was at least half of the episode was really good.
Very
My huge issue is, again, for like the 80th time, I just feel like it doesn't deserve the gravitas that they're putting on these scenes.
No, and the whole thing about how to know, I'm like, you guys went too far. You went too far.
Mm-hmm.
How to know this fucking therapy? She needs a help. She needs a help.
Why is she telling this to a fucking high schooler?
From these kids. If someone was ever talking, if I ever found out someone was talking to my children like this, immediately I would get a restraining order.
True. Imagine you were in high school and some like woman in her 30s came up to you and was like, for the past 20, is she in her 20s?
She's a college student, which makes it even more confusing because, like, shouldn't she be doing literally anything
she grabs you and is just shaking like, oh, my life for the past 20 years has been a lie. I've been lying and cheating people. Like, Jesus, calm down.
I've been groomed. I'm stuck in this unhappy life. So now I need you guys to have a good ending. That's the only way it can make me happy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, girl?
Yeah, I'm like,
nothing to do with you.
That's when I'm like, all right, a bit over the top, maybe.
Yeah, like usually even I may try to find like a little bit, but they're just trying to explain it. No, this episode it felt so fucking awkward and obnoxious. I actually upset me.
Yeah.
And the worst part was it was only just her. Like she literally soured the rest of the episode. Her single-handedly.
Well, she definitely did the biggest sour, and I still think I was like I rolled my eyes a bit at the whole after the prom.
The other were in the
yeah, and they were like, oh, it was such a great time. Time to arbitrarily just destroy our friend group now. I'm like, but why? Like, but why? Like, yeah, you could say the grow and all that.
I just accepted that Yukino feel like she has to do this, and like that's like if it stopped there, I wouldn't have complained. Honestly, it would been like, yeah, it's whatever, but fine. That would have been whatever. I can handle that kind of souring because it's like, even though her logic is a bit over dramatic, I kind of get it. She wants to be her own person. She has to do that to prove to her mom that she can, follow her dreams, yada yada yada, because her mom's crazy. Whatever. Yeah. Very roundabout, but okay.
But yeah, no,
I don't know. On the other hand, question mark. Like I don't get it. I don't get why you are here, and it upsets me. It upsets me so much. Why are you here? Go away. Like, why are you here and you're ruining the mood so horribly? Like, everyone was like, da 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 da. Like, they weren't even talking about that before. Were they?
Not really.
They weren't even talking about, like, breaking up the friend group. That literally all started happening the moment Haruno showed up. And she's just like, they were literally just, like, just talking, just being whatever. And then Haruno's like, hey, don't mean to spoil all over your moment, but here I go. Like,
yeah.
And then that's when everything started happening, and it was just like, ugh.
She kind of like, I honestly feel like she's kind of ruining like the series in terms of she just has too much screen time, and then it does every time she shows up, things escalate to like unnaturally awkward and insane levels.
Unnaturally awkward, makes the viewer uncomfortable. Like it's like not in a good way. Like.
You're in the wrong. She's in the wrong anime. She needs to be. She needs to be. She needs to be in Kuzuno Honkai
I love in Kuzuno Honkai.
What's the other one? That we watched.
Domestic Kanojo?
Yeah, Domestic Kanojo or something.
Yeah.
She doesn't belong here.
Absolutely not.
I also found it hilarious when Yukino was giving her speech to her mom. And everyone in the room stopped and looked. Like, even people, like, background people have nothing to do with this conversation.
First of all, like, why are... Another thing, it's like the tag team mother-sister psychos. Like, why are you just randomly coming here, declaring, like, just doing all of it? Like, why do we have to do this right now in front of everybody? Can we not just go somewhere else? It's like, does it have to be a very open?
It needs to be a
thing?
show.
Like, it felt like a very B- like drama scene that you see like on TV. Like
Yeah.
like even worse than the grassy levels of drama.
It felt like a Spanish soap opera type of thing.
Exactly. Like, whoa, they're all having a moment. Let's go and watch. So all the attention's on them.
Yeah, it was just weird. Really weird choices and decisions and direction and stuff for the series. I don't know how
The people who made this need therapy. They actually
they do.
They need therapy.
I feel like they were like I need to work out my problems through the story. Like
they
no.
really, and little did they know that they did not. They did not work their problems. We're on season 3, and you're still making dialogues like this. Or you're still making content like this in general. And you went somewhere horribly wrong, girl or guy, whoever it is. Let me fucking look. Let me look.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy. I don't know.
Original story, yeah. Watari. He is in charge of the original story.
I don't know if he does anything else. Oh, he did Girlish Number. Girlish Number is a really fun and interesting, underrated show. I'm surprised. It's like nothing like this. It's nothing like Oregairu.
Oh, I feel like something's going on with his job. Something is going on with his life. He looks perfectly fine, like in this picture of him, and he's around my sister's age. He's a little bit younger than my oldest sister, so it's like, I don't know, whatever you're going through, friend.
Oh yeah, he's really young.
Yeah. Also, he works as a salaryman in addition to being a manga. I kind of actually feel bad for. I actually kind of feel a little bit sorry for him because that cannot be easy.
Yeah, no, whatever. Oh my god, he did do the script for Domestic Kanojo.
No.
Go scroll to the bottom. He did the script.
It all comes full circle, baby.
I'm like, I knew it. Haruka came from fucking Domestic Kanojo.
No way. Oh my god. Not Canada. That is just so. Yeah, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
It makes so much sense, friend. Yeah, he has some demons that he needs to be wrestled with, or he's just really bad writing drama. Wait, is the girlish A or girlish
Number? It's cute.
Is that drama?
It's like it's light drama. It's really light drama. It's more just like a fun, cute idol show.
Okay, well, he needs to stay away from drama. Either he needs a therapist or he needs to stay away from drama, because I think he thinks that his problems are similar to that of teenagers, and they're really not.
Yeah, no. At least change your settings to like something more mature, like college or.
Exactly, make it make sense, girl. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
To Fire Force Season 2, Episode 11.
Yes. Some stuff was set up this episode.
Next episode is going to be great.
Yerp.
But until then, basically I actually like this episode because the episode was like the Licked and Joker episode.
I'm glad that they gave more context to their characters.
Yes. And I like that, I had a feeling they would be, but now they've basically been established as like anti-heroes.
And they're both fun. Like the Joker was interesting to watch.
Yo, he literally said "fuck the holy church" or "holy soul" something.
Fuck the disciples of Soul in their church.
Yeah, he said "fuck this whole temple." Yeah. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. I even liked his little like spiel. He was above the on the building looking down, and he turned around. I was like, wait, why are we walking down? He's like, I just had to give my monologue on top of the building because they're like, cool. Bye. People expect heroes to be on top of the building brooding.
Yeah, he was very entertaining. Yeah, and I like that their whole motivation is just like, oh, we just want to find the truth about this world because they're clearly lying.
Yeah, they make for very compelling anti-hero type characters because I don't totally disagree with their
Yeah,
philosophy.
exactly. Like the only thing that they obviously probably lose us on is that like, oh yeah, we totally think we should do this, but we're willing to do anything
Yeah,
to
they're
get this
probably super extreme about it. Like, we should kill the church.
done. Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious to see if Shinra and the rest of them will actually like join like for a little bit or something in this crusade because he already has what's his name on his side. The other, yeah. So
Yeah.
he must have some very compelling persuasive
Oh really?
skills.
I feel like Benny Mara was like the most sensible one to, you know. Although I'm surprised
Synthesize.
how they went through ahead so like straightforward with
Mm-hmm.
like getting him on their side. But yeah, they're as I said in the anime or in this episode,
Mm-hmm.
they're pro nationalists. I think that's the term they use. So
Yeah, pro nationalists. Well,
basically, like, yes, no, we're still stuck in our ways of like Japan.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, no.
Yeah, no, this was it was a good episode. I really do like how Fire Force and Soul Eater do their villains and their little setting. Like it's getting much better. The setting is getting much more developed, which I think was
Mhm.
my major complaint with the first season. It was really inconsistent and all over the place.
Yeah, no, and I'm really looking forward to next episode.
Same.
Uh, oh, also, before we move on, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then of course there's no shock. There was no shock that the church, of course, was going to cover it up, or the fire force
Yeah,
place.
they were like, nah, fuck that. We ain't telling anybody.
Damn, I love how they said, oh yeah, this will just take about like 3 years
Mm-hmm.
to tell everyone. I'm just like, okay, yeah, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3
Yeah,
to
three come
infinity.
back in 3 years. They'd be like, give us another 10 years or so.
Yeah, no, just like 100 more years, potentially. Maybe. We're just gonna kill you.
Yeah, but we just kill you. We send our church assassins to kill you.
I mean, hey, it looks like the church got some firepower because Benny Morrow got taken out one hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to him, but I guess we're gonna find out next week.
Yes, we will.
Okay, well, on that note, let's move on to Kanajo Okarishimasu.
Nope. One more before that
Nope.
one.
Yep. And I literally made a note of that, and I
Mm.
literally just forgot that note. Having ADD is fun. God of High School, episode 10.
It's funny because I am losing it. I remember we had that it was next. I just remember. I don't remember the episode very well because I saw it earlier this week.
Same.
I know it was the fight between Dawe and the other girl, the other martial artist, and then it ended with Jin versus the other student. I'm gonna look up their
Oh
names.
yeah,
I don't remember their names.
Jin versus Ipio.
Yes, there we go.
Jin versus Ipio. I don't remember the first two fights. Didn't really. Yeah, like I feel like there's very fillery almost.
They were well choreographed, but other than that, yeah, it was just kind of like we need to do
Except for
these fights.
yeah, no, I was definitely here for like the main fight, which was like the guy, the cultist versus
Jesus Christ.
the cultists versus the commissioners, and I'm not gonna lie, it was nothing made sense, but I enjoyed it, none all the same.
Yeah, it's kind of all like I like the fact that there was like a giant sword, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And then there was like one scene where this dude was like he shot arrows and then bullets and then something
yeah,
else, and they all traveled at the same velocity somehow, and into like a port. Like nothing makes sense in this show. It's
nothing.
funny how little sense any of the powers and combat makes, but it's still entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, like it's literally like this anime is just like, listen, just make it look good.
Make it pretty. That's what I'm saying. It's like if Gin no Guardian had a budget and better characters, and you get this show. Because it makes literally the same amount of sense, I guess.
Yeah, like that drumming band was just so cool. Like
Oh yeah,
it was.
random fucking drumming band behind them.
Like, well, we got our cultists and we got our drumming band.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see if Jin gets his Stan.
Band,
We did see fuck what's
yo.
Ipio's go full furry mode. He awakens his persona at the end.
His nine tail
His
fox.
nine-tailed furry fox form.
Nine tail furry fox. Uh,
uh, I was gonna say Ultra Instinct, but no, he went full fucking
yeah.
ears and everything.
Apparently he is. I do like that. You know, the key. We all thought it was gonna be the main character, but it was actually Ipyo.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what that means, but for next episode, but I do know that it's just gonna be more action, more craziness, and who knows? Maybe Jin will finally get his stand.
Hopefully, I feel like that's gonna be something to do at the end of the season or something. Like that would be the cliffhanger ending. He gets his stand. Now stay tuned for season 2 in 6 years.
But yeah, we only have 3 more episodes, so you might be right.
And is fast approaching.
Okay, so now we can move on to Kanojo Okarishimasu. Episode 10.
Do you still hate Kazuya? Is he still garbage, Drew?
He's better. Like he's I mean, yeah, he's still kind of trash. Like he's the kind of trash. He kind of reminds me of my some of my college friends.
Oof. Yikes.
in the sense that they're like really, they've always been really good to me. Really, we've always been really good to each other, but then they treat women like shit.
He didn't treat anybody like shit this episode, though.
Oh, not this episode. Oh, well, thank God.
But yeah, at least he's looking out for his bro. He did one bro thing.
I will say him caring for his friend. You can see that he cares for his friends. It's very evident in this episode. Like he would even go as far as to be like, "Hey, I too had a rent a girlfriend." I mean, I feel like there's a part of me that's like, "Oh yeah, now he's fine saying that because he actually has a girlfriend," but that's neither here nor there. It felt, although I will say, it felt really like one of those things where it's like, you know, you could have just told him about the rent a girlfriend. You didn't have to pimp Chizuru out to him. That was weird. That was a very weird decision.
Well, he's trying to cheer her up, or cheer him up.
Yeah, by sending the girl that he likes, who's also a rent-a-girlfriend, to hang out with his best friend because his former rent-a-girlfriend is dating you now.
It's a complicated situation.
But you see how he just adds more complication to it? Like, he's still doing the same. Like, it worked out for him in this time. Somehow. Magically. It worked out because he got caught snooping on them like an idiot. And then they just kind of had a conversation, which they should have had from like the start.
I do like that they do give him little glimpses of his good side, like when he was talking about, oh, please date my friend so he doesn't become like super suicidal and shit and crazy, and when he was talking about he still wants to make mommy happy or whatever. So at least it gives you enough plausible deniability to be like, oh well, there's a reason why Chizuru is having feelings for this guy. He has some good traits.
Yeah, he does have redeeming qualities. Deep
buried within himself.
Deep. He
didn't masturbate this episode, so that's another plus. He's on the way up.
Yes. You only have to see it the one time at the ending.
I did like the little beginning part too of Ruka where she just tries to hug him and then she tells the manager to dock his pay.
And the manager's like, sure.
Yes, I will. I'll throw his time card in the garbage.
Right? Like, all right. You can't do that. That's illegal. Yeah, it was a good anime. It was a good anime. It was a good episode. Still have respect for Chizuru, even though I think what she's doing is definitely morally gray. Still,
Well, she's setting him up with a new girl for free. That's better, right?
yeah, I feel like she's doing this, but it has nothing to do with like her feelings for Kazuya. It's probably just like, oh, I just really want you to break this girl in,
Mm-hmm.
or like this is like a referral thing. Like, oh, if you date this girl and you like her, I also get money.
Imagine. Alright, if she does that, that'd be pretty trashy. That'd be pretty trashy if she did that shit.
Yeah, I hope not. But if that did happen, I wouldn't be, super surprised. I wouldn't be shocked.
I like how we're on episode 10 and we're now getting the other character that was revealed in the first for the intro. Like, whew.
Like, yeah, wow. Now the last 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this gets a season 2.
Hey, really do. I hope they get an announcement at the end of the second episode or the end of the 12th episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Good. I'm having a good time. Time indeed. All right, let's move on to Uzaki-chan no wa Asobitai.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 10.
This one felt weird to me. It felt
It was.
it felt like too much of an ad.
Thank you. It's so ironic because because I feel like I had a discussion with you, with chat, and with my other friends.
Mm.
But yeah, I feel like this whole episode was sponsored by Totori.
It definitely was. They whole ass sponsored this episode because this whole episode was just them going to all the fucking locations and name dropping them and talking about them while having their little antics, which
yeah. So while we had a whole discussion about ads, so this is what I mean when I say ad. This is like when the ads are, you went a little too hard.
Yeah, they went way too far with this one.
They went way too hard. It definitely took away from that. Not a lot, but definitely like a little. Like it was a little bit like this is.
It was like a persistent annoyance. Like the episode still had its fun, cute moments. Like I love the little scene where she's giving him the food that looks like a rabbit and she keeps making noises like don't eat me, I'll kill you, whatever. Like that was a really cute scene, but then it gets interrupted by ads. So
exactly, it's like the ending. The ending, they really just laid it on so thick.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first they were fine. I think it was fine up to like just like as it went on. I think I'm trying to think of the moment where I was just like, ugh. I think maybe been after a question when they went to go to the place to buy, like where you can buy the figurines. Was that before or after the hot springs?
Before.
Okay, so I think maybe like a little bit after the hot springs. That's when they really started to just lay it on thick, and I'm just like, oof.
Yeah, they kind of went really hard with it.
Yeah, like that. They started like describing like all the different like spirits and stuff.
And the tourist.
It's like this is cute. I'm like, it's cute, but it's like you just need to work on like making it a little bit more subtle, like just like a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, it just felt weird. It was a weird.
Yeah, it just felt like the whole episode just felt really out of place.
Exactly, I could tell it was definitely filler. This is not in the. I don't even need to read the manga to know this wasn't in the manga.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it feels weird that this was a filler episode in an anime that's usually not about anything. So
exactly. But it was so good episode. It was just like I said, it was annoying, but it was a good episode. They had some really good parts. When they were in the shop, I only caught one reference. I only caught the Monica reference, but I don't know if there are any more.
I didn't write them down.
Huh?
I wasn't paying too much attention to it.
Oh yeah.
You mean the
So
figures?
you didn't notice the Monica
You mean
things?
I noticed one of the figures looked like Kyoka or Kyoko.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I'm looking at the picture now. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, the four figures,
They're
they just have
all.
different colored hair. But
Mm.
yeah. I was like, when I stopped them, I was like, they all look familiar.
Well, the advertising was so heavy in this episode. I'm surprised they didn't just straight up get Monica's money, like get some money from
Like,
Shaft.
they had no problem doing case closed.
Yeah, they were doing case closed and all that shit. They should just put Monica there. Who cares?
Yeah, they were like, nah, Monica got money. They it's by Shaft. They're fine.
They don't need it. But yeah, no, it was just a weird episode overall. Hopefully, next episode goes back to the usual antics.
Yeah. I did like the little race. The race was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the whole bunny treat scene was super funny. Yeah, I think that was it. I think like a lot for like the rest of the episode, it tried pitting them together as like lovers, but they like did it a little too forcefully.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that like combined with it being ad, which is why I wasn't the hugest fan of this episode.
Yeah, it wasn't as clever as it normally are with the.
Yeah, I think it definitely has something to do with the ad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're trying to make it really work. Like, oh, these locations are very much for love. Like,
yeah, they're like, oh, here's the lover's shrine and the lover's chair.
Like, why would the people who are meddling with the relationship? Why would they reveal themselves and their intentions in the middle of the episode, not in the end, the middle?
Yeah, it was forced.
Aha, we're trying to get you lovebirds together because this place is all about love. It's Totori, the place of love, 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 love. I'm like, all right, girl.
Relax. Yeah, it was a bit much. A bit much.
A bit much, indeed.
All right.
Let's move on to Fruits Basket Season 2, Episode 23.
Is this my episode of the week?
Yes, it sure is mine.
Yeah, I think it's my episode of the week as well. This was the play was hilarious.
The play was amazing. Amazing. It's so good. The way they just bullshitted that entire play.
You can have one wish: burn the ballroom down. Burn it down.
Something less crazy. I want yakiniku. All right, yes, you will get a carriage. I love how Yuki just dealing with everyone's inability to act.
Yeah. Or when he shows up and everyone just shows like a billion picture flashes just go off.
And then they had that warning, like, "Hey guys, watch out for the photography." They used like their own photographer run up and take a quick
photo. Yeah, no, there was a bunch of really just like actually genuinely hilarious moments. The little scene where Kyo and the other girl are like, he's playing the prince and she's like, he's all reluctant and she's like, oh, that's why you're such a fucking virgin.
Oh yeah.
He was like, excuse me. There are children watching this play.
Exactly. We're actual children. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I forgot that Kisa and Hiro were there. I was mad that she was actually just like, was it grilling? Was she grilling the meat?
Yeah.
She grilling the meat, and then when it was like, oh, it's time to go, she left the chopsticks in the slipper. She's like, there you go. I died. I actually just died. That was so stupid. That was actually hilarious.
It was well worth the build up to the play.
Oh, absolutely. It was so funny. Oh my god. Oh god. And then how everyone's just clearly going straight off the script towards the end. It's just becoming this awkward shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Where Hana's like, yes, go to her, be with her. And he's like, no. And I'll be by myself. And then Toru's like, no, don't be by yourself. And everyone's like, dramatic pause. And then Yuki like comes out of the ground. And he's like, hi, it is me. I'm here to save the rest of this dumpster fire play. Huzzah.
Hana's just like, ah, yes, my slave is back.
Yeah, he's like, my servant's back, and he's like, I'm not your servant.
Yeah, no, it was just. See, that's why I love Fruits Basket, because in between all of the misery and pain that it pushes on me, it does have moments like this, or just like you make it worth it.
Great moments.
There's also some good genuine development between Kyo and Toru.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Hey, what happened at the end?
They both clearly have feelings for each other, but they don't want to.
Oh yeah, they were like, I won't.
Mm-hmm. I'll say I'm in love.
Exactly. And I'm just like, oh my god, you guys are both so dumb.
Yeah.
But this is why we live for the slow burn.
Mm-hmm. Season 3, come on.
Yeah. I do hope they kind of end this weird thing happening with Machi.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they keep going off on it. Like,
and it's like I just need it to end.
I need this wrapped up, please. I feel like that's gonna be what they end the season on. Like that and Kyo and Toru maybe doing something.
Yeah, I guess they don't have much else.
Mm-hmm.
They do not have much else.
Ooh, how crazy would it be if it ends the season with Toru and Kyo kissing and Akito's just like right there, seething mad. Ooh, I hope it ends like there.
With like a pair of scissors in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to murder at this point. And then guess who protects them of all people?
Yuki?
Exactly.
Yes.
Boom. We can write this shit ourselves.
Yes, please, Fruits Basket writers. Let me take a crack at it. I got this.
Yeah. Good episode. Very, very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and last but not least, to Aru Railgun T, episode 23.
Yes. This was a fun episode as well.
Yeah, Paper Girl is easily just my favorite. She's so fucking hilarious.
I really like their whole team. Paper Girl's hilarious. The other short-haired leader girl is also pretty fun. The way she
oh my god, everything. The whole thing with Misaka.
Mm-hmm. With the frog.
With the what?
With the whole interaction with her trying to trick Misaki and
yes.
Yeah.
She was overthinking everything and just freaking out half the time.
Oh, I gave her a toy radio. Did she like the toy or did she not like the toy?
Oh my god, no. God, she probably is offended.
Or she starts like talking so much praise about Shokuho, and then Misaki's just like, ugh, fucking hate this girl.
And he's like, oh my god, wait, did I say something bad?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought they liked each other. That's crazy.
I also like how they just get the, like, see, I want another, I know for as many spin-offs as, you know, Aru has, I kind of want to spin off with just these girls, because the way that they handled their business at the end, where it's like, all right, I brought the person here, sign the paper, and I'll let you go. And then they just
like, I'm not signing the form, and like, we're not leaving till you sign this form.
Mm-hmm. And did she die? Because they kind of just bounced. Oh, okay. They just kind of bounced, and the whole building fucking collapsed.
Yeah, no, she was talking to Homeboy at the end while she was stuck under a rebel. I know, that kind of would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty cute. It was pretty hilarious. The fighting scenes were definitely there.
Yeah, they weren't super top tier or anything, but
they weren't. Yeah, they weren't super amazing or anything, but they existed.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm pretty fine with this arc. I like the ending with like Godzilla, fucking Cyborg turning into Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, just into like a fucking kaiju. Like,
yeah, like, oh, okay, we're just doing this now.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, you like kind of wounded her. Like, I didn't think she was gonna just turn into Godzilla and start fucking shit up.
It must suck to live in Academy City, because every other week is just like bullshit happening. Like, one week is like Misaka turning into a lightning god, blowing everything up. The next week, a fucking angel shows up and blows everything up. Now you got Mecha Godzilla showing up. Like, It must suck living in the city.
Agreed. Yeah. You have anything else to say about it?
Nope, that is all.
All right. Cool. Well, we're gonna end our weekly review, and for our filler arc, just because we were talking about cosplaying a lot, my question was, if you had the body, like you might have just had the body and pull off whatever cosplay you want with whatever resources you wanted to, what would you do? What would you cosplay as?
How deep is this magical power?
Like within the realm of possible, like you don't have magic yourself. Like,
Oh,
like no, I'm saying, like, yeah, like you're not gonna become like 10 feet tall, but like yes, if you could, you say like you can like lose the weight or something, or be in any type of shape you want.
Gil. I want that Gil bod.
Wait, are you doing this for the body or because you actually want to cosplay as him?
No, I'm doing it for the body.
Okay, who do you want to cosplay as? Like, no, you can't do it because you could just do that for anyone. Like, there's a bunch of people with Gil's body.
Who would I actually want to cosplay as? I guess Emiya. I've always wanted to cosplay as Emiya. I guess I couldn't. I could pull that off, and he also has a spoken bod. So there we go.
Exactly. Like, I was about to be like, that's like the dumbest reason why.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want my 12-pack abs.
You should also cosplay because you love the character you're cosplaying as.
I can do Gil Caster. I love Gil Caster.
I mean, you could be Gil Caster. Oh, that'd be cute. I wouldn't mind seeing you as a Gil Caster. For me, ironically, I still would want to be Tifa. Like, I still want to cosplay as Tifa. But if we're taking it to the next level, I would want to cosplay as Sailor Moon.
Interesting.
Sailor Moon, like, and really like have a very heavy drag influence on it. Like, I want to do a whole reveal where
I was gonna say, is it gonna be like a gender bent Sailor Moon, or are you actually gonna go full drag?
it would be full drag, and my, for like a reveal, I'd probably like undo like some of the pins, and then the dress, like her outfit would somehow like unfurl and turn into like her Queen Serenity outfit.
So you have like the ultra budget.
Yes. Also budget and talent. And somehow magically walk in heels. Yes. That would be nice. But yeah. But when I said Tifa, I still meant I wanted the gender bent Tifa. Only because I feel like there's not enough good gender bent Tifa. That's my goal for next year. I want to do a good gender bent Tifa.
I feel like there's not much good gender bent if you're going female to male.
Yeah, in general, I feel like, I mean, I've seen some cute Sailor Scout stuff. Like, I feel like I could pull that off without.
Maybe it's Google being biased. I'm like, I just searched Sailor Moon gender bent cosplay, and all I'm seeing is like joke cosplays.
Really?
For the most part, yeah. Or like, I shouldn't say joke, but just like I'm a dude and I'm like just wearing the outfit, and that's.
Oh, like
they're not altering the costume, right? It's just them wearing the.
I feel like I literally just picked on a picture where there's clearly a bunch of gays, definitely wearing gender bent Sailor outfits. Oh my god.
They are the small
okay, well, maybe they're not
minority.
all gays, but like some of them definitely are. But
They are the small minority then.
I was like literally 5 seconds, and that's all it took. That's all. It's still them. This is not them. Okay, so this one, I see this other picture, and it's kind of.
Yeah, like keep scrolling down. You'll see.
I don't want to say it's lazy, but it's like they kind of. It's like I understand what they're going for. I just don't like it. I'm just not a huge fan. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe the top should. I feel like when you gender bend it, I think the top should stay the same because it's just a sailor outfit, and you are a sailor, whatever you are. I think that should stay the same.
Let me see. I'm gonna look up Astolfo gender bend. You opened up a Pandora's box, Drew.
But how would that even?
It'd be really easy to pull off because you don't have to change anything.
But it's like gender. So is it woman being Astolfo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that totally makes sense. That super makes sense. Oh man, yeah, this first one was really rough. I like the other one, the other dudes. Even though their iteration is very weird, it's very original and it's well done compared to the other group I just saw.
We should have explore this topic more in detail after some research. Maybe we can. I don't know. It wouldn't really make a good fit for our. Well, there is cosplay dojins.
Okay. That is something to make note of.
It's a very small category of tag, but
I will write it down. You got it. It is a potential topic. I feel like I should actually write more potential topics, but they just kind of come up in my head and go. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else I'd like to cosplay as? I don't really think so, because I don't really think of me someone who super is into cosplaying. I feel like if we just went down this rabbit hole, it would just me just wanting to do drag.
Probably.
I can't really think of any. Like I just as of right now. Oh, I actually would want to cosplay as Rem and Rem. Like things I actually want to cosplay as in real life. I would also want to do Rem.
Wait, Rem or Rom?
Rom. Oh my god, I said Rem. I definitely my mind said Rom, and I kept saying Rem. I didn't realize
even your mind knows that the better sister.
No, my mouth doesn't know better. I literally was thinking Rom. Like, yeah, I want to be Rom.
Your mouth saved your life. You were like, Rom.
Ooh, you know which one I want to do? I want to do a gender bent Dark Sakura.
Ooh, that's interesting. I would do a gender bent Saber Alter. That could be really potentially easy to pull off.
Yeah, you're just kind of just wearing black armor, I guess, with the white wig.
Put that on the cosplay ideas.
Is it okay?
Gender bent Dark Sakura and Saber Alter.
Ooh, there is one more.
What?
Oh, whatchamacallit? Sailor, not Sailor. Whoop, not Sailor at all. Actually, totally different game. Or genre. Mirror B from Pokemon XD / Coliseum.
Only if you get to keep the music.
Keep the mute, girl. I don't get.
You have to walk around with a jukebox playing the music.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
Yeah, there you go.
That is kind of like his whole motif.
And you have to have a Ludicolo plushie.
Or you can just be the Ludicolo.
Nope.
You would actually make such a great Ludicolo.
It will require me to know how to dance.
Listen, I feel like I don't know. I don't think you need to know how to dance. I think you just have to be a Ludicolo. You just have to hop around. Like that's all Ludicolo does. I definitely thought about this like multiple times. I'm just like, yes, I'm Mirabi, you're Ludicolo. It makes sense because of the height discrepancy. No, not even. It's not even because Mirabi is actually super tall and Ludicolo is like not that tall. It's not even a joke. I just like I really mean literal proportions.
I'm looking up Mirabi cosplay right now. I mostly just see the Ludicolo just being a dude in a poncho with a sombrero. Oh god! Wait, no, really easy cosplay to pull off. I'm just gonna get a sombrero and a poncho, and I'm good.
I can't wait to get offended. Uh, uh, Google, 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 yeah.
Ooh, sweet.
Okay, here we go. Oh, these are so good. Oh, this Ludicolo is cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, fuck Ludicolo. I'm not doing that. I hate Ludicolo.
I'm trying to figure out how do I get a good. What I feel like I just have to get like a giant. Yeah, I just have to. I got to commit to the giant afro. Um. Oh my god, does he wear his shirt? Oh, I didn't know he wore his shirt open like that. Damn. I'm not trying to walk around open shirt with a scarf. I mean, I'll still do it. Like it depends. I feel like it's not necessary. I don't think I have to walk around shirtless. Oh my god, that's so cool. You know what? You know one thing I'm not looking forward to if I do this. Should I ever do this? Definitely the shoes.
Does he wear platform shoes?
Yup.
Oh, fuck that.
A heel. He wears a cute heel and everything. I want to saw that one woman wearing dressed as Ludicolo. Oh no, here's another Ludicolo person. Oh, he's literally just wearing a poncho.
Yeah.
Okay, well the one that the girl wears is way cuter. Way cuter, in my opinion. Do you have any more? Do you have any more?
Nope. I just want the Emiya bod.
You just want the Emiya bod. And for our listeners, let us know what you want to cosplay as. Yes. If you had unlimited resources and your body can just kind of magically morph and lose or gain the weight
but apparently you can't gain the height because Drew's obtuse rules.
Okay, sure, we'll include height. Does that even change your answer?
No.
I include height.
No, it does not.
Including height. You can change your body and then, do what you gotta do. Who would you pick? Let us know in the comments below if you feel like you want to. Now, did you still find? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, and if you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch it as it goes up every single week. If you haven't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over on our Discord. If you'd be so kind, you can even donate to us on Patreon, like all these lovely patrons on screen right now. Get yourself a bunch of lovely perks, including access to our Midnight channel, which is our member-exclusive Discord channel, and you get access to our live watches as well. We're finishing up ReZero, but we will be holding a poll soon for the next series of live watch that we'll do. So look forward to that if you are a member. And yeah, do you have anything you'd like to add?
If you're a man and you're going to cosplay as Tifa, if you're not showing off the tummy, you're not doing it right.
Precisely. Show that midriff. And until next time, this is Silveroni, and
we'll
catch you guys later. Later.
Bye.